Welcome back, dweebs. I guess, Kev, this isn't a new episode. Welcome back, all our friends. Welcome back, Danny, to the show. The trifecta's back together, as Headbug says. Fellas, what's going on tonight?
How do you say that word? I don't even.
The trifeg. The tri. Feg. I guys, we know I'm bad with words. Come on now. That's not what is up, Headbug? What is up, Kang?
Boom shakalaka, gang. I have been looking forward to this all day. I was listening to some Black Eyed Peas after work, dancing in my living room, just getting ready for you two. That's right. Tonight's going to be a good night.
Oh, there you go.
It's going to be something.
I thought it was the other one. Let's get restarted.
I did also, yes. Mm-hmm. Yep, Danny met me halfway on that one. You see? Boom. That's a third row.
Here we go. Ripping the Black Eyed Peas references. Yes, Danny, appreciate Headbug, please.
I sat on that
4
hours.
4 hours. I've been sitting on this. Fellas, I think the last time we all got together may have also been a Fallout stream. It's been a bit.
That's a good question. I don't remember what it was last, but hell yeah.
I know we did a long one over Fallout the last time.
That probably tracks because I know what Danny and I did late night with the devil, and then I think Danny was it just you and me for the boys as well?
Oh, maybe I was in on that.
Or you might have been in there for some of the boys.
You got to tell me.
Either way, it's been.
I might have been in there for some of the boys stuff. I might be wrong there. But yeah, the band's back together. We've got a new trailer for Fallout Season 2. So I brought the resident experts on board because, as we know, I have only watched the show. These two have played the games, so they know way more than I do.
Hell yeah. Lots of New Vegas stuff to talk about. Love that.
Yeah, I have not
still
seen
my
the trailer,
favorite.
And I do know that there's a bunch of New Vegas stuff and a lot of Easter eggs, and I'm gonna let you guys discuss and teach me the way because not Fallout, not my thing. We might have done Invincible. That's possible. Too many screens.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff me and Kevin will see throughout that we're like,
and I will have no idea.
This,
yeah, that's gonna be the point. The plan is to watch this through, and then we're gonna replay it and go essentially frame by frame, and let these two guys have at it, explain the world to me and what's incoming. Any final thoughts, guys, before we do this?
Light that trailer up, dude.
Let's do it. My computer seems to be running good now, so we'll see. It worked good on Monday when me and Kev, or last night, Kev. So see if it works again here.
Right on.
That's a win streak.
Yep. Here we go. Fingers crossed, folks. This is the Gamescom Fallout 2 Season 2 trailer here. And prayers.
Make up your offerings.
I'm looking for someone.
Common story around here.
Someone you care about or someone you hate?
Oh, what a great question. What say you, Miss McClain?
He's ugly.
That's like the whole season, isn't it? That'd be the whole question.
Why would my dad go to Las Vegas?
Oh, she don't want to know the answer to that question.
Ended? It started here with one man.
It's all over.
I can't believe this is happening.
Cooper Howard, star of the silver screen.
Like yourself, I am the very best at what I do.
The robots.
What?
And what I do is I know everything.
He's still ugly as a human.
I know there's a war coming. The bombs will only be the beginning.
Oh, we
My
got
concern
Vita.
is that you would do just about anything to save your family. I think you are actually quite a violent man. You just don't want to kill me yet.
Oh, that guy's dead.
Let's get lucky, shall we?
And they were at the Dinosaur Hotel. Well, this time. Novak. Oh my God, dude. It's one thing to see it in the background, but they were there.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
defer to you about what to do in this situation.
This is like 5 days before my birthday, dude. We got a nice early birthday.
Hell yeah.
Oh no.
Kev, I'm gonna ask you, that's the first time you've seen it. Initial thoughts? It all looks cool to me. I have, outside of what was on for season 1, I ain't got a fucking nose.
Oh man, that was incredible for me. I am on the same page as V-Dub in chat. I mentioned it right before we started. New Vegas of all the Fallouts is the one I've spent the most time playing. So I am incredibly biased towards this stuff being involved, and every little glimpse of it that I saw, from the Lucky 38 down to Novak, and you saw how hyped I got seeing a parking lot there, James. Like I
have no idea, no clue, none.
I've spent. There's a lot. There's a pretty important side quest you do that you can stick. You can spend some time in Novak as a pretty early player in the game. So if you've played that game a lot of times, like I have, it's one that sticks out in your mind as very memorable. The stuff that goes on with the snipers, and there's a couple of different missions involved, and one of them can even be your companion. So the fact that they were there and it was instantly recognizable, it seems that they have really used the game for some of these set pieces, and that is it's gonna pop me, man. I won't be able to have popcorn while I watch this thing. It'll end up all over the place.
So I was gonna ask, you said something about Novak and the companion thing. From season 1, did we have anybody that was a companion character from the game, or even adjacent to that, or like? I don't think so. Right? There was no companion characters from any of the other games. So it would be interesting if we start to see that kind of thing since in New Vegas. Because we're like, I mean, if we're in Novak, the dude with the beret dude, I can't remember his name, but
Boone, I think.
Boone, yeah. So he's there when you meet him in the game. Now, I mean, I don't know where this falls in that timeline. So who knows where he is now? But I wonder if we'll see somebody like that.
Hopefully, he wasn't that guy that got blown up. That was
when you say companion characters, like you can recruit somebody and they just follow you around everywhere and do everything with you. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, you can have one with you at a time, and that's exactly it. You can use some of their inventory, so like they can carry stuff for you. You can supply them with better weapons, and then they'll fight with you and stuff like that. And then depending on what their character type is, like so Boone, for instance, was a sniper. So you would bring certain people on, others were melee characters, and you'd bring them along for certain missions. And Boone, funnily enough, was one of the most difficult ones to bring around you because he would shoot members of Caesar's Legion on sight. So if you were trying to sneak and you forgot that you had him, he would just go aggro and just start shooting people. So fun stuff like that you always have to be keeping your eye on.
Which, think about that, Kevin. We saw something that resembled Caesar's Legion in this trailer. So the Caesar's Legion guys were the ones we saw in the I guess, what is that, like the 300 armor?
Like, yeah.
Kind of looked like people from Mad Max.
Sorta, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of fitting, James. It's a cult essentially of people. The one dude studied Caesar, and I don't know if he got all of the major plot points, but so he builds
Julius Caesar or Caesar the Ape from Planet of the Apes.
A little bit of both, honestly. No, actually, definitely more the Roman Caesar. I think Planet of the Apes Caesar was a much cooler person, much better guy. Oh yeah, no, he's the evil option. Like if you side with Caesar's Legion, you're doing the bad play.
Bad guy.
You're doing the villain stuff. Like they are awful.
What about Caesar the dressing?
Murdering people, taking slaves and stuff like that. They do the lottery, Danny, which is it's an homage to one of my favorite short stories that I did not know about until I played this game. But you show up in a burnt down town, you find the people who survived the lottery, and the whole thing. You remember that? And then they put everybody in the town. And I think whoever got second place got their leg cut off or something. It's how you get introduced to the Legion.
Right.
Somebody walks up and they're like, haha, I won the lottery, yay. And they're being all weird and stuff. And then you get to the town itself and you find out that Caesar's Legion has killed everybody. And there's one dude tucked away in a house somewhere who got second place, and he has a broken leg, or they cut his leg off or something. I don't remember. You can give him a med pack and be on your way. But it's based on a short story about the same concept, where this old town has a tradition every year of the lottery, and the family that loses the lottery has to be stoned to death by the rest of the families. And it's a crazy little and there's even been there's been a film version of it. It's a crazy little concept. And so that's Caesar's Legion. I cannot believe they're in the game or in the show, Danny. I figured we would get Mr. House and some of the places. I did not expect a full-on immersion with Caesar's Legion being involved.
I can remember now what you're talking about, because you enter this town and you're walking up towards they're on one of those elevated platforms where you'd hang people from or whatever, aren't they? And they're sniping you, and there's a big building behind them that they're all camped out in. Or you go upstairs or something. Maybe it's not a platform. Maybe it's just stairs leading up to a building. I can remember. And people are aren't they stapled to the the power lines or whatever? There's just people screaming.
It's brutal. Yeah, it's definitely something. Yeah, it evokes some Mad Max there too. Yeah, it's
right.
Awful. So that really surprised me that that's a lot that they're gonna have to cover, which is one of the reasons I didn't expect that much, because it's a shorter game compared to some of the other ones, right? It's not their longest game, but that's a big story. So I wonder if we'll just get a little lip service, or if we're gonna have a bottle episode where they have to deal with a band of Caesar's Legion. Do you think, Danny, we're going to get full on Caesar's Legion involved in this?
I hope, because it gives you a lot. First off, when you play New Vegas, I feel, and honestly, a lot of Fallout games, there's always you're joining a faction, or there's a group of people that you want to do a quest line with or whatever. So it does seem like they're kind of setting up this season to be very similar to the way the games work out, where there's going to be Caesar's Legions. They probably have their own agenda, different from Mr. House and his agenda. And NCR are also there, right? So we might see some of them. Am I getting that right? Am I remembering the acronym right? Is it the NCR?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah.
Which Evita points out there is a lot that was held back. So that's a good point.
But yeah, like this opposing factions thing, I think would be really cool. And we're going to get to see, Mr. House is his own charm, but Caesar's Legion are the kind of people, like I was saying, they were like hanging people up on the on the power lines. So we're gonna see them do some crazy shit, I imagine. It's gonna be some real culty, crazy, Mad Maxy kind of stuff coming from them, I feel.
Kev, you're surprised that they're in it just from a, like, you thought they might be too far from the, I would say, the gory / what they do perspective, right?
Well, it's more of just where the story is going.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't necessarily think Caesar's Legion would fit into it. So the whole thing in New Vegas, as V-Dub references here, is the final battle is a battle over the Hoover Dam. So you have the NCR, which is the Californian government. That's basically the big government there. And then you have Caesar's Legion. You have the Great Khans, who are just the drug dealer faction, essentially. And you have, some other side. And the final mission is you going around to these other side factions and recruiting them to your side of the war. And there's this big war for control. And at the end, you can also use Mr. House's power and to unlock his robots. And you can say, actually, I'll be king of Vegas. And you can just take it over for yourself, and it's one of those things. There's pros and cons to each one. So I didn't think necessarily that they were going to do all of that. I was like, okay, it's one thing to go to New Vegas. It's another thing to go to New Vegas pre-battle of the Hoover Dam and have that be part of your story, because the story isn't about New Vegas. It's just the setting for one of the seasons, right? So I didn't know if they were going to try to inject all of that, not necessarily because Caesar's Legion is too weird and gross, like they are a good villain to have, but more just because that's a lot of plot lines to be juggling up in the air.
Too much to cover.
a lot of new characters to yeah, exactly. Too much to cover, because then you got these new characters introduced, and then you kind of have to speed run their backstory. And the only way to do that half the time is to Flanderize them a little bit and have them be even more over the top. It's kind of like if you're watching a stage performance and they have to yell everything so the people like me who sit in the cheap seats can hear. Yeah, it's like you're kind of overdoing it to get your point across. And so I didn't think they would do all that, or they would save it for later. So I'm very interested, though. I'm intrigued.
Well, let's pull this back up here. I don't actually know which one of these it is. I think it's this one.
Yeah, like they have slaves and stuff. So
and you were saying it's a lot of characters to juggle, Kevin. The third guy. Who is this?
What is happening?
What was I saying? I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought.
A lot of characters to juggle.
A lot of characters to juggle. It seems like the one guy, Maximus. Okay.
Yes.
When I watched the trailer the second time through, I noticed him a couple more times. But to me, it seems like that guy doesn't matter. Like I feel like all of the big story beats are happening with Goggins and the main girl, and that dude is just like an afterthought to me, because again, I watched it the first time and didn't even think about him being in it. Then I watched it the second time, and I'm like, oh yeah, that guy is gonna be in it. So,
he's now the leader of the group with the suits, right?
is he the Brotherhood of Steel leader guy?
Is he the leader, or is he? I can't remember exactly how the last season ended. Kev, do you?
I don't know.
Or did he just end up with a suit? I can't remember exactly.
He's in now, right?
Maybe that's what it was.
Is he still pulling off that ruse? Because isn't he kind of like keeping a secret?
Remember at the end of last season, there's something weird at the end where they find him at that final battle, and he gets knocked out, and he makes up a crazy story. Isn't that how that ended?
Yeah. I think he got promoted, but I don't know if he's like in charge.
Maybe he just got promoted. Maybe that's what it was.
Maybe
they're kind of like a cult too. So I imagine there's a bigger boss in charge still.
Maybe he's like their the one they send. They send him with like a group, a squad or something to New Vegas. Because I mean, I don't know if they're all gonna be there or not. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. But he's in a couple scenes where he's like in the flying ships. And that's like the only scenes I feel like you see him in the trailer. Is just he's going like, yeah, they're flying the ships.
Like that's gonna be it's just gonna be a B plot, Brotherhood of Steel fighting with Caesar's Legion. It's just gonna be happening off over here on the side.
With him, yeah.
Just like a pip. It's gonna be like a second screen. You can watch it if you want to.
Previously on. I do agree with VDub here. I hope they have, at the very least, a character in a checkered suit as a shout out to Benny, who not only was like the key character, one of the bigger villains in the game, but because it was Matthew Perry and he was so good as Benny, we got to get something in there.
It's crazy to think that he voiced that character, isn't it?
It is. I love those little things. Like, do they still have Ron Perlman doing the intro every time?
That's a good question.
It's like, what do these Hollywood guys do, man? It's like, hey, you want to voice act for this video game for 15 minutes? Like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll do that. What a life.
The end of season 1 ends. It's with the Brotherhood of Steel shows up to find Maximus holding Moldaver because she passed away, even though she was telling him not to let the Brotherhood of Steel use the cold fusion because it'll corrupt him. They come in, they think he's killed her, even though he tries to tell them otherwise. They start chanting Knight Maximus. So he gets promoted to Knight on a false narrative is what it is. That's
gotcha. Gotcha. So he's gonna be in over his head then, maybe. That's what it is.
And they may send him after to like find the ghoul in Lucy. That might be his storyline is sent to find them in New Vegas.
Okay, so awesome. You should since you got this trailer up again, you should forward to 40 seconds or 40-ish seconds, and it should be around where they show
what am I looking for here?
Mr. House. So 40-ish. Well, see, I watched it on IGN, so I wonder if the
it might be a little different.
The timestamps are a little off.
It might be right here, right?
Cooper Howard, star of the silver screen.
Yep,
like yourself, I am the very best at what I do.
Pause it here. Go back to that robot. It kind of yep, see, you can see the so a big thing in New Vegas, the game, is that once you get to the what is it called? The central hub area, Kevin, where all the casinos and everything are.
Yeah, like the strip, basically. Like there's a big gate. You have to pay a certain amount of caps to get in or have some kind of quest item that you found to work your way in. This is the guy who's like hanging out outside.
But yeah, the strip has tons of these robots with these little at first it's the cowboy guys.
So the cowboy face is a robot right here is what you're telling me. I thought that was a screen.
Like a big TV robot. You can't see the whole thing because they're kind of
blacked out. Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna if it's gonna be like real CGI or if it's gonna be like something they do practically.
Yeah, like an animatronic.
Practically would be crazy.
And it's interesting to include this one because this particular guy, I think the cowboy is the one that digs you out. Like he's follows the main character around throughout the game, and I'm pretty sure he's the one who saves your life in the first place and kind of stalks you. And so it'll be interesting to see what his purpose is, or if he's just going to be in this scene as a cool little Easter egg for us.
Mm-hmm.
And then, man,
he's like the personal assistant one,
right?
Or no, or is that the? Or was there a different one? No, that was a different one that you find.
There's another
Benny's
one,
apartment.
Right? There's another one that's like Yes Man or something like that, isn't it?
That's his name. Thank you.
And
Yes
you can
Man.
do a whole quest line where you dethrone this Mr. House guy who we're about to get to and see. And you put in a different AI into the robots and take over the strip with the Yes Man guy. Or you can use that to your advantage too, I think. But it is interesting. If we let it go a little bit further, we'll get to House. That's who I thought was interesting.
Yeah, that's right. I do here because that's his old TV setup.
Oh, here we go.
That was cool too. That's another spot that looks just like the game, except this time the old dude's actually here.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, looks just like his station from the game.
Yeah, man, I'm impressed by that.
But don't you think this timeline
As I know
here?
every.
Don't you think this timeline stuff is interesting? Because right here with this scene, this is like pre everything, shit going down, you know, the bombs, pre the bombs. So Vegas is still real good condition. Goggins is still human. And this dude is still chilling because like in the games, he's already shriveled up and like in like Walt Disney cryogenic freeze by the time you see him in the game. So it's quite different here. You'll get to see him prior to the bombs, and then obviously the present day in the show is after the bomb. So what's happened to House? I don't know if we know that yet from the trailers.
Yeah, I wonder, are they gonna give us that backstory? Because you know they're not obligated to. They're kind of, I think, have said as much, that they're just telling their own story within the universe, so they don't have to stick to it. But the fact that they're making the set so much, like they're going out of their way to make sure it looks like the game that you played, makes me think they might be tying this stuff in, and maybe we'll get to see what happened to House. Because yeah, James, by the time you play him in the game, he's just this all-knowing AI that runs, like it's this big mystery, like the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, really? So he's not
yeah,
like a human in the game.
Yeah.
No, he's just a big talking TV.
Well, I guess he is still technically a human, right? Like he's just like shriveled up somewhere connected to computers.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Interesting. Now I've got a back here. I've got this marked down. See if I can find this correctly. I think we've got Goggins talking to Mr. House back here somewhere. I don't know exactly where it's at. We'll see here.
Oh, right when they start walking there, yeah.
You want to know why the world ended? It started here with one man.
There it is.
So that's basically saying that House is somehow responsible.
That he fucking did all this.
Star of the silver screen. Like yourself, I am the very best at what I do. And what I do.
That TV is super cool.
I'm trying to figure out why this actor is so damn important to everything. Like, he's a cool character.
As I know everything.
But he's very convenient for the backstory.
But
like,
yeah, it seems like
not only am I the only one alive from back then, but I also happen to know every major player that was involved.
It seems like they're gonna loop him into everything, so that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be different than what you experience in the video game. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's like a ghoul Forrest Gump, dude. Next thing you know, he's gonna be in the situation room with the president somehow, and they'll be like, "What do you think, actor?"
I was asking you about the time skip stuff though, and I figure since we're talking about that kind of jazz, James, if you fast forward to like, well, what's this say? What's the timestamp at this point?
I've got timestamp 107.
107. So, okay. So it should be pretty close. Go if you fast forward to like 151, 150 area.
Okay, yeah.
It shows
right, look at that. I nailed it.
Yeah, perfect.
I'll play it and then I'll pause it. Yeah, so he is in the armor.
So it shows Goggins in power armor pre-bombs. So
yes, he's not the ghoul.
Yeah, he's not the ghoul yet. So I wonder what in the hell, like, why is he's going there to visit, obviously, and meet Mr. House and yada yada. And somehow in all those shenanigans in the past, he ends up in power armor.
Yeah, probably of all the little cuts from this trailer, this one gets me the most excited because I'm like, oh, okay, they're doing some stuff with the backstory here. There's going to be some major shit going down, but also it does still, add to that point of how does this, like, now he's in power armor too? Like, what the hell's going on with
As
this guy?
Headbook says, actors are more important than scientists, Kev.
Well, that is correct.
You don't know this? Like, come on.
100%.
Come on.
And you
bro.
can just pretend to be a scientist on TV. Duh, you can do both.
VDub says here in the chat too, I think House owned Robco in the lore, not just the casinos. So, which Robco are like, that's what they call the robots, right? His little robot army are like Robco bots or whatever. So, yeah, I guess it makes a little sense that he's very connected with all like if all the people making the vaults and stuff, vault tech prior to the bombs dropping, if they're all the highfalutin, fancy, rich people, then I guess it makes sense that they'd be in cahoots with, the casino guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true. And probably it's an elite club. They've only got one actor that they can have do their commercials because he's already sworn to secrecy.
Yeah. Huh. So pretty cool stuff. What was some other things I wanted to talk to about? I guess the Novak stuff is pretty cool. James, if you go to like around 125,
yeah,
we can get some better shots of Novak, and I think it's interesting. We were kind of talking about like, yeah, right. You get a good view of the dinosaur. Which go ahead, James.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's Dinosaur Motel is important, right?
It's just like the most iconic thing you can almost like. It's very early in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You're bound to run into it pretty much, no matter what, however you're playing. And so I don't know. To me, that fucking dinosaur at that motel is like one of the more like I remember that specifically things.
Yeah, and it's set up in a way, James. It's early in the game, so you don't have a lot of locations on your Pip-Boy, which is how you fast travel.
Yep.
So when you're given the path to go to Vegas, because you have to take the long way, and they have the shortcut defended by Death Claws, who are impossible to defeat at an early level. So you have no choice but to walk the long way around. And Novak, that they tell you how you can find it. Look for the dinosaur. And so it becomes a thing that it's sort of a beloved part of the landscape for all players, because even if you don't beat the game, you end up getting to Novak. It's really, and that's really where the game starts to dive into a lot of the side quests. I think there's one other spot, like the NCR outpost has a big statue that can be seen from the road as well. But this one, for obvious reasons, because it's a dope.
So it's an iconic video game spot, is what it is.
Yeah, and the missions there are pretty intense, to be honest. Like there's one with the sniper dude. I think one of the missions from this place sends you in a basement full of ghouls. Another one helps you find out that a dude's wife was sold into slavery by the lady who owns the motel, and it's just some crazy shit going on. And so it's usually at that moment where you're locked in. Like if you beat New Vegas, it was probably right around Novak was when you were like, I love this game. And so, yeah, it's iconic. And for them to spend actual time there as opposed to just showing the dinosaur, I would have been happy with just a pass through the skyline and have them just walk through. But clearly they're spending some real time there. So I love that. Maybe
Goggins will meet those. You're talking about those, the basement ghouls or whatever. You go to like somehow from the motel, right? Maybe that's what it is. Somehow from the hotel, you get a quest line to take you to that place where there's like rockets and stuff, and then you make the ghouls rocket to the moon.
That's right.
They like blow up or something.
Yeah, they have a religion where they think they're going to go to the moon, and so you can either. And that's one of the great things about Fallout, James, is there's always multiple solutions to any, especially a side quest. So you could just, mount up, armor up, go down there and just empty out the basement and just kill all the ghouls. Or you could go upstairs and talk to them and find out that their religion, they have like a Heaven's Gate deal going on, and they think that they can rebuild that ship at Repcon and go back to the moon and you help them, and I think they make it like 50 feet. It does not end super well for them, but yeah. So you don't get much for your efforts of being a nice guy.
That's season 3. They take the rocket to the moon, and then it's Fallout on the moon.
And they survive, make it, and we get Fallout on the moon.
I would play that a lot. This is the
dude. Who exactly? Yeah, 4 balls on the screen right now. Who wouldn't play Fallout on the moon? Like, there's like a they like made vaults on the moon because they knew that the Earth was going to get all blown up. So there's like a bunch of different ones up there that are fucked up people too. That would be sweet.
Yeah, man, I'm all in on that.
You said something too, Kevin, about the death claws.
That's right.
And the death claws you go through a section where you could run into a bunch of death claws at the very beginning of the game and they fuck you up. So you do see death claws pretty early in New Vegas itself. And yeah, James is pulling it up here. You can see it's like Jurassic
Death
Park.
Claw. Yeah, I was gonna say if I didn't know any better, I'd be like, why are the velociraptors in this? Why is this Jurassic Park except good?
Yeah, I guess if you don't know that that's coming, that can be a bit of a curveball. You're like, oh, there's also giant dragons in here.
V-Dub says the moon thing is already a DLC. Shit. I knew that you got like abducted by aliens in the 3rd game, but I didn't know. Maybe they are on the moon. They've thought of it all in Fallout.
Yeah, I really need to pick 76 up again someday. There's a whole lot that I'm missing from that game.
You got the look on his face. Kind of looks like a Balrog in this.
Yeah.
Obviously not what they look like. I have looked that up.
Speaking of the game, Kevin, you said Fallout 76. Listen to this interesting bit I found. I was like looking up I was going through Reddit to see if anybody was talking about specific things that I could like bring up while we were watching. And I saw a comment that said one of the devs had a sit down and kind of vaguely said that where the season 2 show ends, okay, they're going to have an update on Fallout 76 and the update is going to take place in the same space. So people are speculating what that means, whether that means that 76 is going to get like a DLC where they go to New Vegas or
come on, dude.
People also said, listen to this, Kevin. People also said there's a part of the map on 76 that says Ohio in it, and people are speculating that there might be some.
Whoa, 2 vastly different places. You guys gotta watch out if they come to Ohio. I'm a little worried for you guys.
I'm paying for that, dude. I want that. I can just go downtown. I can see Fallout in Ohio.
I was gonna say we already got the chemicals in the water. All right.
Yeah.
I'll just go to East Palestine if I want to. They should come to Tennessee. There we go. Yeah, out in the hills.
Oh, the gigolos are in Ohio, Headbug says.
The juggalos. Yeah, dude. Imagine a group of fucking ghouls that were juggalos. The Fago went all nuclear.
Oh, no.
Yeah, dude. Instead of
no.
it's Fago. Oh,
it's not something you want to see. It's not something you want to see.
They got Nuka-Cola Moon Mist or something. Oh
I like
my god,
this a lot, dude. I like this a lot.
Yeah,
Fallout Ohio.
Just ICP playing in the background. Good lord.
Oh yes, there we go. We need Cosmic Jive needs to get back to work. I know that much. That bum.
I'm trying to think. Other than that, I didn't have very many more notes besides the stuff that we've kind of looked at. Besides, it shows old boy in the in the power armor here. So we're gonna get some of that too. He won't. Don't forget about McLaughlin.
I've already forgot about him. I'm trying to think where he was other than trying to find him.
He's the dad. He's
remember
dear old dad. Evil dear old dad.
Yep.
Which, like, what it probably is that he knows something about House and New Vegas that obviously the main characters don't. That's why he's going there. And there's probably some secret House weapon, or maybe he just thinks he's going to align with House and like get the robots or something. Or I don't know what he's thinking, but I definitely suspect that he knows House, and that's what he's going there to do. Unless he knows Caesar's Legion people.
Yeah, maybe that's what he's coming.
He's going to just get caught up with Caesar's Legion. You don't see this one very often, folks. Shadow likes this show. Heard it from him.
That is a
take your wins. Take your wins.
Does anybody Easy Pete? Let's go. Easy Pete in the chat. Does anybody need any dynamite? This is amazing. Holy cow.
He's got the character and everything.
You've got to appreciate this one, James. Easy Pete is from Goodspring, the first town in New Vegas. He actually, if you are good enough at persuading him, he can help you out with some dynamite when it's time to fight the Powder Gangers, or you can side with the Powder Gangers to take over Goodspring, or you can pretend to side with the Powder Gangers, then just let the town fight, and then everybody dies but the shady vendor who plays both sides. So we appreciate your service, Easy Pete. You are a legend at this place.
Thank you for stopping by, Easy Pete.
What's the doctor's name that helps you right at the beginning? And there'll be like glitches.
Dr. Murphy.
Head spins around and shit.
Yeah, dude, the nice guy who patches you up, and the first thing you do in the game is just steal all the shit from his house.
Take all that guy. Thanks for helping me. And I'm taking all your stuff,
man. Thanks for all the shit.
The other thing
sweet.
I had marked for notes. Let me go find it. Is just what Caesar's Legion looks like here.
Doc Mitchell, thank you. We have our resident expert here. Oh, dude, you weren't kidding when you said Mad Max. I didn't.
Yeah, they kind of have Mad Max vibes, right?
Shades.
Like, get these guys some bikes and some paint to huff.
Dude with the machete's wearing like a catcher's cover. Like, it's not even real armor. It looks like something from AAA baseball. And he's got a mohawk and shades on. This is amazing.
Hell yeah.
The more you dig into this picture, it is something.
So it's definitely going to be like that. They're going to be the chaotic energy this season where they're going to come in while they're trying to do this, who knows? Mr. House might be gone at this point, and the strip might be, vacant for people to take over. And that might be why Caesar's Legion is relevant, because the main character crowd is going to run into Caesar's Legion trying to take over the strip or something while they're going there, to chase after her dad, yada, yada. That might be part of how they, wind up clashing.
And Danny, does it look like those guys on the right are great cons potentially to you? Because they got their face covered. They're actually holding guns. They seem to be wearing more like black leather as opposed to maybe there's some red there. I might be reaching on that.
I think there's a little red there, but I think the face mask and their chest pieces are a little darker than everybody else.
I wouldn't be surprised if they like mingle some of those little factions. You know what I'm saying?
It'd be a good way to work them in without having yet another faction to explain.
Just have them as like they're just another group of Caesar's Legion people. They're just dressed a little differently or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Does this guy in the forefront here matter at all? It looks like he's got a little Caesar's crown on his head.
That's probably Caesar. Yeah, there's what is it, Dane? There's like 3 or 4 top guys that you interact with a lot, but Caesar's
so
the
could
big
be somebody
dog.
different.
So I imagine you'll mainly deal with him. They would maybe have one general or something if they need somebody to die, but I imagine Caesar's going to be the only important member of that legion.
all the people have like remember all of his like generals have the real like technical old school names. They're like praetors and shit. And I don't even know
legate and whatever. Yeah.
the ranks. Yeah. Trying to think if there was any other Reddit things that I had pulled up. There was definitely something I had saw about the House stuff, and V-Dub was saying it. The show is set after the games, so Mr. House being alive depends on what ending they choose to follow. So they might have to like canonize, as they say, an ending of the game in the TV show.
For the show.
Yeah, something here that I had read on Reddit. It says the house we meet may be a backup, a brain or a robo brain implanted with House's memories, like what was done with the synths in Fallout 3 or 4, if they want to avoid canonizing an ending. So people are already speculating how I've noticed since the first season came out that people that played the games are very hesitant to want them to pick an actual like canon ending to one of the games to go with, because then they're like, oh, well, my ending didn't make it through. It's somebody else's ending, and I don't like that.
That's a tough one. Yeah. I think I like that idea, Danny. I tend to maybe be in that camp of people who are like, yeah, you don't have to commit to anything if you don't want to. If there's a way around it, maybe do
as
that.
devil's advocate here, it becomes pretty hard though, right? From a future story perspective, and you can obviously just say it's the TV show and it's not game canon, but right, doesn't it? It becomes pretty tough to continue the show if we don't pick a direction, right? You guys correct me if I'm wrong here with what ending.
It'll just end up being a thing where there'll be it'll end up being two separate universes.
Yeah.
Which I think that, I mean, me personally, I'm fine with something like that. Like if they pick a route to go with, it's just two separate universes. I just think about it that way. It's like, yeah, they have a lot of things in common. They're always going to reference the games, whatever, but this story in the TV show world is what it's going to be. I'm fine with that.
I'll tell you what, I'm probably going to do that anyway, because if they do pick an ending and it's not the one that I would have picked, then I'm still just going to have my own canon for the, it doesn't change anything about the playthroughs that I did. So for me, I don't
right.
I don't necessarily care either way, but I think it could be to their benefit to not pick a lane and then not have to worry about it. Like V-Dub says, all the endings are legit, so it's still from the game either way. And yeah, that's sort of whichever direction they go. To be fair, I'm pretty sure I've played every ending of this game at one point or another, just to see how it would play out. So either way, it's going to wind up being good for the story. But the good thing about it, James, is, I mean, it wouldn't really, like, yes, they'd have to pick a lane as far as what they're doing afterward. But if they make some kind of, by putting House's brain in some synth or having, like, there are ways they could say, I mean, if the guy went through all of this to have his consciousness in a computer, it's within reason he would have a backup somewhere. He was running the entire city as a brain robot. So you could introduce something like that if you are going to have a house in the New Vegas in the current timeline. And from that point, it's not really the end of the world, because the timeline is it doesn't go far beyond that anyway, I don't think. Does it, Danny? I mean, 76 is more like a prequel. Fallout 4, I don't remember where it's at in the timeline, but it's all the way in Boston. So the East Coast, West Coast stuff barely intertwines anyway. So New Vegas is more tied to the old PC games, like the real old school Fallout.
It's that
1 and
side
2.
of the map and everything.
Yeah. So it'd be kind of a clean break. They wouldn't have to worry about too much of it, James. They could kind of do whatever.
Yeah. So there is ways to circumvent it.
Are there any big quest lines, Kevin, or like things that you did in the game that you hope that they reference or like bring up? I've been trying to like go through the old Rolodex of, it's very, as we talk about these New Vegas things, they're like stuff dawns on me, but it has been long enough since, I mean, shit, it was Xbox 360, right? New Vegas. It's been long enough that I forget a lot of it too. So I'm sure I'll be pleasantly surprised as the show goes along, and I'm like, oh, that thing.
Yeah, I think for me, a lot of the stuff I'd like to see would probably be more a quick visual reference rather than spending a whole bunch of time. Because for me, it's some of the side quest stuff, like, you know, what is it, Prim, where you have the robot sheriff, but it's a different robot. It's not one of Mr. House's robots, but you have, you know, that character would be fun to run into. The Elvis group, I think V-Dub mentioned that earlier. That would be a ton of fun to run into the Kings. And another one, like something I would like for them to just see maybe, or there be a conversation about it. You remember the prison that gets overtaken by, I think it's it's an NCR prison. There ends up being a battle for it. The Powder Gangers fight the NCR for control of the prison, and you get to decide how that goes. All kinds of stuff. So I would, you know, whether they just go there real quick or somebody talks about it. Maybe you see some beleaguered old bastard talking about his time in the battle of the prison, something like that. But I don't know. There aren't too many major quest lines that I'd be looking for, because I'm just kind of along for the ride with this one. And like I said before, I'm thrilled that they're using the setting, but I don't need them to dive back into that main storyline. So a lot of the stuff I'd like to see would be more side quest stuff that really only the sickos like us, Danny, will even notice.
It's Fallout 4 that has or is it Fallout 4? Which Fallout is it that has Hancock? He's like the old school ghoul dude that is your companion. I think that might be 4 and not 3. I can't, or not New Vegas, but I can't really remember. I'm trying to think of just the different party members. Doesn't New Vegas have the super mutant granny that goes invisible or whatever?
Is that that's definitely one of them. So for New Vegas you get Ed E. There's
you get the dog, the robo dog.
You get Boone. There's one of the NCR Rangers, I think. And then you get, what is it? Okay, it was 4 where you get, he's the mayor of a town in 4. And then there was like a Brotherhood of Steel recruit, or I can't remember her name. But she helps you get into the base if you find her at the right time. You know, that base they have in the middle of the desert. Man, dude, the amount of hours, James, you can waste just roaming the desert.
That's why I think I'm good. Like, suck the life out of me.
I mean, they're worth it. They're fun games.
I'm sure they are. That's the problem, is I'll just never end. I'll just be in it forever. You guys will check in on me in a year and I'm still in the same game.
Did they
hanging out at Dino Town?
That's right. Was there were DLCs for this game, right, Kevin?
I floating robot.
So. Yeah, that plays the music. That'll be interesting. They'll definitely have one of those iBots fly by playing some fucking music or whatever, and it'll have EDE written on it or something. We'll see that for sure. There's no way.
Yeah, that's a nice easy one to get.
But I'm pretty sure this was the game that had DLCs for it that were very good. Again, man, it's been so long that I can't even differentiate the DLCs in each game and blah, blah, blah. But I would even bet that they're reference some of that kind of stuff too. Some of the DLC stuff, you know, there's a lot to expand on there in New Vegas. Didn't one of the DLCs have that guy with his head bandaged all up that looked really sweet? He just had like 2 little peeper holes, and the rest of him, he's like a mummy.
Like Hush from Batman? I don't remember
that. Yeah, there's quite a few. It looks like there's 4 DLCs, and the one that you're talking about, a bandaged up guy, looks like Honest Hearts. takes you on an expedition to unspoiled wilderness of Utah's Zion National Park, and there's a mysterious burned man.
Yeah, wow. That's a blast from the past.
So there's dead money. You have to work as a victim of a raw deal. You must work alongside 3 other captured wastelanders to recover the legendary treasure of the Sierra Madre Casino.
Oh, I think I kind of remember that one too. Wow.
Then you've got Old World Blues. You'll discover how some of the Mojave's mutated monsters, such as the Night Stalkers and Cazadores, came to be when you unwittingly become a human experiment at the hands of 5 pre-war doctors.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
Dr. Mobius is in that one. And then the last one is Lonesome Road. And then Lonesome Road brings the courier story full circle when you are contacted by the original Courier 6, a man by the name of Ulysses, who refuses to deliver the platinum chip at the start of New Vegas.
Oh, wow. And that's one of the DLCs too. Man,
I don't think I played that one. I had
to go back and play that almost. That's crazy.
It says, in his transmission, Ulysses promises the answer as to why, but only if you take one last job, a job that leads you into the depths of the hurricane-swept canyons of the Divide.
Very cool. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back
Sign
and refresh on some of that before season 2.
Dust off the old 360, boys.
Yeah, hopefully you got that red ring of death, boys.
I think you can play it on your Xbox if you
probably.
You can probably buy it on Xbox still. It's just going to to be the 360.
Oh, I have the disc. Oh yeah.
There you go. I got the disc, brother.
That disc.
No, I want to see, now that I remember, and that old granny super mutant that could go invisible. They're like blue. You remember this? They're like, she's like a blue super mutant instead of like yellow like they normally are. Dude, that would be badass. That's some mega CGI they're gonna have to do for that shit though. Or they put them in like a Ninja Turtles, old school Ninja Turtles style outfit.
They just go. It's just like a big rubber suit.
Big giant foam.
It just looks awful.
Well, very cool. Gosh, I'm very excited for the New Vegas stuff because it'll just bring back so many cool memories that they're deep locked from years ago.
Oh yeah, man. There's gonna be stuff that pops up that you won't necessarily even remember. Oh wow, I didn't realize you could
right away
stream Fallout 3 and New Vegas. That's wild.
Wow.
Hell yeah. Well, there you go. If you have that, play it for free. Certainly worth it. For my money, I'll take New Vegas over Fallout 3 every time. And I loved Fallout 3 at first. I thought it was the greatest game. And then New Vegas came out. I was like, this is so much better. Honestly, I would play 4 before I would play 3, even though 3 I think has cooler story elements. Once you get down to DC, it gets real annoying to travel down there. I don't really ever want to do some of that again.
The only part about 3 that I really remember anymore is following the fucking Liberty Prime dude go around and just zapping everything. And I guess that's also the one that has the ending where you it's like the gas chamber ending, right? And it's like you have to go in and sacrifice yourself to save the water of the wasteland or something. I don't know. The third one was such an introductory experience to make it this first person shooter thing that I do feel like it is the worst out of all of them, but I guess that makes sense, right? It's the old one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and there's still fun things to do, like Megaton. That's always fun to decide whether or not you're going to blow that thing up.
Yeah.
And go to Tenpenny Tower and look at your new view. And then Tenpenny Tower, that's a really fun mission. Usually if I revisit the game, it's to visit those 2 places and then I'm out. Liberty Prime really hates commies. Man, James, you're missing out on a lot of lore, but
I know I am.
Seeing as you were still locked in for season 1, I believe, how do you feel without all of this inside baseball? How are you feeling after that trailer?
Even without it, I'm still in. I think the biggest thing is the show's just fun. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on half the time, but that's most people watching it. Like, if you've played the games, you're like, oh, this, that. Like, there's a lot of fun with the Easter eggs and stuff, but you don't. It's done a good job of you don't have to know everything either. It's not just landlocked into like you have to play the games. Like, I can watch it. I'm like, oh, I'm in. I have no idea what's going on half the time, but that's kind of the fun of it. Trying to figure it all out.
It really hits on that whole you've got this deep lore, this big giant universe that they've already, done 5 games for or whatever. And then the way to make a good video game show or movie, I guess, but show in this case, is to like introduce parts of it that are the good story beats that can get a good narrative going. Sometimes they just aren't good at like either adapting the original stuff or carving out a new original way in certain fandoms like this. But these people at Amazon with Fallout did a good job of like taking what they already had, expanding on it, and doing their own thing, kind of all wrapped in one. They're not like stepping on anybody's toes, like making them too angry about something that they didn't get from the games that they wanted to see. It's the good balance, I think, that makes Fallout really excel, where like Halo and shit, those TV shows fail so bad. And it seems like another one that intrigues me that I need to watch, this Twisted Metal.
I've heard good things.
Yeah, it seems like another good example of like finally they're deciding they're getting the good rhythm here, where they take little bits from the game, make a good story, then they can add little references and everything like that as they go along without pissing people off.
I will not watch a minute of that Halo TV show. I fucking absolutely refuse. I know where they end up, what they've done. And I'm like, I'm not fucking watching them bastardize. Microsoft as a whole has bastardized that whole franchise. It used to be just an absolute hammer. It's one of my favorite series ever, and it's just been fucking destroyed.
It's a shame too. It seems like Halo would be such a slam dunk.
Yeah.
I feel like Halo maybe could do better as a movie. You know what I mean? The TV show thing works for some things, but Halo is such this, like, it's already like a big blockbuster space movie. The games
you got
themselves,
it's easy.
So,
and you've got a character that never takes his helmet off. And oh, by the way, his voice actor's very alive and well. So let's not use him and let's take his helmet off.
Right. Well, they got to make Jack Black the next the next Master Chief in the movie. Okay, they can't.
Might as well be better than that shit. Sleeping with aliens and shit. Good lord.
What? Oh wow. Okay, I missed a lot.
Yeah, there's some weird episode where I think he sleeps with one of the Covenant aliens. It's something fucking really weird, and I'm like, nope.
Yeah, with the Covenant alien.
Yeah.
He's like sack tapping a grunt or something for
real. It's bad.
Wow, I thought that was just something you did in multiplayer.
Jack Black is the Flood.
That's wild. You guys, now I might watch Halo. Shit.
Sleek is correct. Once Halo left Bungie's hands, the series went to
Reed. It's funny how we are on this Halo tangent, but Reach was the one with like had all the actual they were all like their own characters, different Spartans, right? And then they were all like dying throughout the
fall of Reach. Yeah, they get ambushed. Yep, the whole planet does. Yep.
Like that, like why don't you tell a story like that?
It's an easy one.
Right? How cool that would be. It's like Power Rangers, except they all die at the end.
Yeah. It's literally, it's a book. It's a fucking game. Like you have all the material you need. And they take their helmets off, so you're fine there. You can cast anybody. The Fall of Reach. It's so fucking easy. But hey, let's just, God damn it. That game's fucking incredible. The final mission, when you wake up, it just says survive.
Yeah, and then you just fight until you die.
Yep, you just fight until it's over. You don't survive, Kev.
Spoilers.
Ruined.
Yep, you don't make it.
It's okay. I'm not gonna play it. I'm done
hey,
with Halo. Tapped out.
We just gave them an idea there, James. Then
Really?
if the big guys are listening out there somewhere, just do Reach and do it good.
Yeah. There is while we're on this tangent, and it's not spoilers because it's been out forever. There's a part in that game where the girl in your group gets sniped to death, like mid cutscene, and you don't see it coming. Is so fucking sad.
Oh,
you're like walking, you're like stopped in like in a crevice of a building, and a fucking Covenant sniper shoots her in the head from fucking across, and it just comes completely out of the blue, and you have no idea it's coming, and it's just like, what the fuck?
Right. And those are the kind of moments where I'm saying like that would translate so well.
Oh, it'd be such a good TV moment. Such a good TV moment.
Yeah. Take note, Microsoft, you fucking idiots. Hey, they can slap those Halo ODST armor sets on Helldivers, though, and we'll take that, won't we?
That's right, dude. That's all I'm thinking about. Like, I'm never playing Halo again because soon I'll just have a Halo guy.
They'll be in.
Helldivers.
They're in Helldivers. Speaking of, like, we are way off tangent here, but when Helldivers came out, there was an article that came out that I don't know if it was Bungie or 343 had pitched an ODST style game. Like that would have, the description of it sounded very similar to Helldivers set in the Halo universe, and it got shut down. And I'm like, that's why they all, like, all the corporates, they all just need fucking fired. Like, because now they're bringing ODST characters like into it or skins in, and I'm like, it would have been, it's just perfect. It's like, it's easily there.
Well, see, it's funny. Helldivers came out, and when it came out for just PlayStation, I was like, damn, dude, we don't have anything like that on Xbox. Like, I want to play something like what Helldivers is doing. And then they came out with Starship Troopers game. And I was like, okay, is this going to be it? And I download that shit. I'm like, this is the most ass phone it in like property game that they've ever made. And yeah, they would have been much better off if they did something like, why don't they pull Halo or something to make a game like that? Rip off. They're constantly ripping off everybody's styles.
Everybody's ripping off everybody. What's it matter?
Just make a Halo one. Yeah.
Like, just do it.
Or a Mass Effect one, since half the time I spent playing Mass Effect 2 was just harvesting resources from planets. It's kind of dark when you think about it. Like, I'm just shooting these probes off and just draining them. I hope no people live here. I'm just stealing all your shit.
Stealing all your food.
I need new laser cannons, dude. What am I supposed to do?
Sorry, I needed bullets.
It'd be way cooler if all of a sudden you and Shepard and the boys got to go down there and steal that ore themselves. You could just do that forever, Helldiver style. I want to know more. That's what I'm saying, dude. Helldivers is already Starship Troopers game. Like, I spend 90% of my time fighting the bugs because that's what I wanted. The only good bug is a dead bug, and I'm doing.
I fucking hate the Terminids. I fucking hate them. I don't think there's a third faction in there now, right? I only played
the Illuminate.
The Illuminate, yeah.
It's like squid.
They were hinted at heavily when I was playing. Yeah, I hate them. Them fucking Terminids. I fucking hate them bugs. Automatons, fuck them too, but they're the worst.
Maybe since they're all doing these like cinematic universe things, they can bring Helldivers and Halo into Fallout, and we can have a season 3 where it's.
Dude, if they open up a War Bond that's a Starship Trooper set, that will sell so fast. I imagine like if they just sold you cosmetics for that, I would buy it. And I'm normally not the dude who does the microtransaction deals, but I would give my.
That's how they see. Everybody's got a point where they got you. They can get you.
Well, those NCR outfits in New Vegas,
head bug. Thank you very much.
The ones with like the helmet and the duster, you know what I'm talking about, Kevin? The NCR outfits, those are practically Helldivers outfits already. Am I right?
Oh, yeah. Why are they not just Fortnite in this whole thing? Yeah, 100%.
There you go.
That's wild. Gears of War. Oh, we could do this all day.
New they just re-released the first Gears of War game, just did it. Fuck, that's another banger. God, the Xbox used to have some just fucking hammer of franchises.
Used to.
Used to. There is a new Gears game coming out.
I'll cross your fingers for that. Okay, let's hope they don't fumble that bag.
You can play that Gears game, the remake, the one they just did. You can play it on PlayStation. That's a wild thought.
Yeah. Yep, they made that. We traded Helldivers for
yeah, just swapped. Here, you can borrow Helldivers and we'll give you Gears of War.
We're winning in that trade over on Xbox, if you ask me.
Yeah, you guys won that one.
I'm more of a Helldivers guy than a Gears of War guy, but we won't. My roommate in college was so much into Gears, and the only thing I thought was cool about it was the chainsaws. The rest of it, I'm like, why do they walk around like they're fucking rhinos, dude? They're just like these big, giant, slow. I hated it, but I did like the chainsaws.
I love the active reload when you hit it.
Active reload is so fucking, yeah.
Oh man, dude, that was too satisfying, man. I was reloading after 3 shots just to be like, that's right. I'm so good at that.
I would do. You're absolutely right too. You'd have like you fire 2 bullets and be like, "We got to reload." Nice.
It's like, yes. Oh, why was that so satisfying, dude? It's weird.
That little click. Oh fuck, we're jammed. You know exactly the fucking sound too.
I did like the thing about Gears. I guess I did like, besides the chainsaws, was that you would have to like hobble around for a while, and then let you, like, if you're good at the game, you like let them hobble around. They think that they're gonna get away or whatever, and then you fucking just empty a shotgun right into their face.
Yeah.
Dude, much like with Helldivers, I loved the bug holes and just like, oh, if I've got some grenades, dude, like
got a
throw them
grenade in there to fucking, yep.
That's why I like the Terminids over the Automatrons. It's like, dude, I just want to run around and throw grenades at these little shits.
Wasn't this supposed to be about Fallout?
Also, yes, yeah. You know,
if you would like Fallout, please go back to the first hour of the show.
Oh, there you have it.
Is there any importance to the end of that video where there's the spinning bullet that's in slow-mo?
Yeah, that's VATS.
Yep.
So
explain that, I guess, Kevin.
Yeah, I was gonna say, one of the big features in Fallout, it's sort of like a Matrix-esque equivalent. So I can't remember what VAT stands for, but you would have this essentially like an agility bar, James, where you could go into VATS mode and it would freeze time, and then you could lock in on a particular body part and it would tell you your percentage. You know, like if you're 5 feet away and you have a shotgun, your opponent's chest is going to be 100%. You're going to hit it. But if you're trying to hit someone with a pistol and they're 30 yards away and you're trying to shoot them in the arm, it's going to be like a 7% chance. And so it basically, you know, and then every once in a while you get a critical vault assisted targeting system. Yeah, thank you, fellas. Yeah. So yeah, it's for lack of a better term, like the way what bullet time was to the Matrix, VATS is to Fallout. Like once it got involved, you know, like you don't play the game without using the VATS system. Think also Red Dead. When you go
Dead Eye or whatever that's called.
Dead Eye, it's like that, but you can select individual limbs.
Yeah, where in Red Dead you just click it and it's 100% shot. It's wherever you want it. Got it. Okay, got it. How is that going to translate to a show?
I mean, I guess just like this, like you're seeing, it's going to be some slow-mo. Because this is how it would work. Like, I don't know if they had it from inception of VATS, but definitely in the later games when they started to do it more and get more advanced with it, you would target and bat.
Just do it slow-mo.
And your kill shot would look like that. Like the final.
Exactly, yeah.
I think you would
follow your bullet. It's like a cut scene almost.
Yeah.
Where it'll follow your bullet all the way to the target, through his head. Their head will explode. You'll see it all.
And then it's over. Got it. Yeah. Okay. So it could be a fun little effect for the show.
Yeah. I want to see them do VATS with like melee weapons and they're like up in their face and it just pauses for a second. And they like take one of those rippers and like cut down somebody. Gears of War style.
Yeah, that is exactly. You sound like you just used the chainsaw in Gears of War, bud.
Full circle.
Exactly.
Oh shit. Any final words, guys? Anything else? Did we miss anything? Any other tangents we need to go on?
Well,
I
I'm
mean,
sure
the great thing about this is we probably missed a bunch, but what were you saying, Danny?
No, you're exactly saying what I was going to say. I'm sure there's something that we missed.
When does this
that's
come
the
out?
fun of
When is the release date on this?
The 17th of December.
Oh, we got a December show. Mom is gonna be
Yeah.
real thrilled with me when I'm watching fucking Fallout on Christmas Day. That's really
Merry Christmas to us.
Is Fallout
dude.
a Christmas
Hell
show? That's gonna
yeah.
be the debate.
Finally, a reason to look forward to Christmas.
There you go. No, I'm excited for December. Definitely. Thanks for having me too, by the way.
Thank you
guys.
for joining. Welcome back. Been too long.
I love hopping on for some nerdy chats about something. So I'm sure there's something in the pipeline that we can watch or trailer we can react to or listen to that I can hop back on again.
Someday we're gonna discuss Claire Obscure. Someday that'll happen. Who knows when?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That
James.
will finally beat that. Yeah.
You
I'll be in
know,
the chat
I mean,
for that one.
this is real deep cut end of the show. Shit, but they just revealed another ending to the game. Did you see this? I read an article about it. Somebody beat the game, Claire Obscure. Okay, it's called Expedition 33.
Yep.
And somebody beat the game. You can do New Game Plus, and somebody did it 33 times and unlocked a new ending. I'm serious. I'm serious.
Fuck.
So we're gonna have to check. I haven't seen it yet, so we're gonna have to check that out before we do it.
Yep.
That is cool. Like they don't do shit like that anymore.
Right?
The game,
the
game is fucking. They were so good with that game. It's so awesome.
Yeah, that's a must play. Game of the year kind of thing.
How obscure is that?
That's right. But yeah, no, thanks again for having me. I appreciate you guys so much. And it was a lot of fun chatting up about Fallout.
Thank you for joining us. Danny, where can they find you outside of here, buddy?
Go check us out. I mean, it's at Route Clout on Twitter and Instagram right there on my little name tag. And it's the Clout Route live on Tuesdays at around 6 p.m. Eastern, right around when we started today, except on Tuesdays, you can catch me and Kevin there.
That's right.
Kevin,
that is right. And on top of that, make sure you got those notifications on. I am still so hyped to get that War of the Worlds video out to you guys.
I can't believe you watched it.
Oh man, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm upset that I don't have more time to I want to finish it, but there's always other stuff going on. Luckily, it's the kind of movie you can absolutely walk away from and feel okay about it. But it is waiting for me, and I am so excited to get back to it and share that with you guys. Other than that, if you want to see me at work, go check out Carnage Media on YouTube. We have back-to-back events next Friday and Saturday. So boxing on Friday, MMA on Saturday. So check it out. Free fights every night. And other than that, right here, Wednesday at 9 with James. Where else can we find you, sir?
Check out all our pre-recorded stuff. And yeah, we will next week. We've got weekly stuff on the Weekly Dweeb. Kev mentioned every Wednesday at 9 p.m. And there'll be more coming out. There'll be more of these. Me and Kev just got to get together and get it all figured out. Now that we're kind of we had a weird stretch there where I was gone a lot.
That's right.
Labor Day messed some stuff up, but we are back.
Summer break is over.
Summer break is over. Fake fall is here right now.
There you go.
Fake fall is here. So appreciate you, Danny, for joining us. Kev,
right on.
As always. Until next time, folks.